Epstein files has driven a coach and horses through our trust in the political institutions that seem to pass the baton of power every 4 years. Does it matter who you vote for? The government's always in charge. Here's a flashback from way back when Bill Clinton was the beloved president of the United States, using the Oval Office as his own personal jerk-off sock.
Is that? Let me see it.
You could do without him licking the finger, innit? Memories like the corners of my mind, misty watercolored memories. Oh man, she's okay. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm so glad they're having to do this. It's brilliant, actually, isn't it? I mean, who knows where it's going to lead? Probably not to anything significant, but it's enjoyable to see Bill Clinton have to address these matters.
Quote, like them young. Why would Epstein say that about you?
Are you asking his opinion?
First of all, that's not true.
What's not true?
That I have any interest in underage.
I didn't say underage, I said young.
But it's still not true.
Is an intern young?
Yes.
Nice, man. We got the receipts. We got the dry cleaner receipts on that one.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate.
Did you ever receive a massage or have physical contact from her or anyone else on that trip?
You've seen the pictures. There was one time when I was sitting up and I got a back rub, a neck rub.
Do you think a young girl massaging a president is unusual?
So are you asking his opinion?
Are you filibustering?
No, I don't need to. I'm actually trying to make sure that as you...
pretty clear. He said he
was a sitting president.
Is it unusual?
I have no idea if it's unusual.
Whenever I think about the Epstein files and Epstein Island and all this corruption, I even enter into the kind of gladiatorial excitement of I want to see these people taken down. And I forget that at the core of it, there are people that have had their lives ruined and even ended, that have been exploited, and maybe stuff that's, as I say, difficult to imagine. Like when we're getting into the adrenochrome and loosh and all these rather more esoteric and terrifying ideas, we're talking about actual evil. And I don't know how close to actual evil these hearings and inquiries will get.
Are you aware of any files that were on Anthony Weiner's laptop in a folder that was titled insurance, life insurance, with a zip file titled frazzled?
You see that she's just like, I shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be. That's entitlement. What you can see on her face is, this is not what I was groomed for and prepared for. She doesn't see herself as the same as you, that if her name gets dragged into a load of weird, muddy stuff, which should have happened to her a long time ago because of all the stuff that directly pertained to the previous election, the false claims, the Russiagate claims against your President Trump. This is a person that should be in those environments. Indeed, all power should be held accountable to the electorate, the forces from which their mandate of power is meant to be derived. Do you see how out of control the system has gotten when people, the sort of authoritarian, regal, aristocrat class, are able to just haughtily sit there like, why should I tell you? Why should I tell you why I'm on this island or that island, or why my foundation is donating to this cause or that cause, or why I was in Haiti with George Soros years ago apparently making donations, and then the people of Haiti say we never benefited from any of that. Whether it's financial, sexual or moral, what is being continually exposed is the total lack of authenticity and integrity when it comes to these people that we've been trained, coached to regard as I say, an elite aristocratic class. They ain't no better than you. These are the fundamental ideas that are important for us, I think, to understand. Whether it's me, poor, fallen, broken, silly little sausage that I've ever been, or you with what you know about yourself, or them, none of us are superior. We're all broken. And unless we create systems that are a reflection of the greatness of the one that made us, we're all going to just spend all our time deceiving and distracting and overriding. And these are the very problems that have been exposed by the entire Epstein list phenomena. Look at Hillary Clinton's face, entitled. Look at Bill Clinton, sort of jock killer and baffled, just like, oh, I remember her. Oh, she was 13 if she was a day. Maybe he wasn't saying that. I'm not suggesting that Bill Clinton's a paedophile, but but it don't look good.
Zip file titled Frazzle.
Chairman's ruling.
This is way
within the scope. Is this within the scope, Mr. Chairman?
If the chairman rules that it's not within the scope,
Mr. Chairman, based on what you said in the public hearing, is this within the scope?
Is this within the scope? Is it? Is it within the scope? The scope! What scope? Who are they? Who's setting these metrics? Who's deciding what can be asked and what can't be asked? Here's Hillary Clinton storming out because a photo of her testimony was made public.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah, well,
I would like to take a break at this moment.
yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done.
conversation.
Nice, there it is. The mask is slipping. We're sort of seeing now, whether it's a seemingly trivial incident like that, a person with great power and authority, influence and control being confronted just with a public alternative perspective on all of her glory and her greatness. Hey, what if you're not so great? What if you ain't so kind? What if your career in politics hasn't been a tremendous benefit to the American people and the world? What if you are a participant in great corruption? What if you're a participant in corruption to a degree that few of us can even contemplate or imagine, that involves barbarism, occultism, exploitation? Are you? She doesn't like that, man. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I must say rather rewarding to watch. Let me know what you think in the comments and chat. And is that the Hillary Clinton that you've always thought existed? And is this the kind of reckoning that you hope the Epstein files would represent and lead to? And of course, while you probably, like me, know that Hillary Clinton ain't going to jail, that Bill Clinton ain't going to jail, Bill Gates ain't going to suffer no consequences, because even something like this amounts to theatre, this inquiry. It's not going to lead to, and now because of that you're in jail. And even the people that are facing consequences, say like the royal formerly known as Prince Andrew, that dude, he's, the very fact that he's front and centre like this, if you ask me, is an indication that he has no real power or influence. They're tossing someone like Lord Mandelson to the wolves. But what you want to see, don't you? What you want to see is the powerful held to account. And even beyond all that, that's just retribution and pointless human trivial justice. What you really want is our systems where you know that you matter, where you have personal sovereignty, community power, respect among your family, the ability to eat good food, your actual life, not living in some weird, vague, constant dream.
Howard Lutnick missed being a victim because he was delayed dropping his child off to kindergarten. You asked the question. I'm going to answer your question.
Now you're going to yell
This
at
was
me?
what I spent
You're
my
going to yell at me.
time doing.
I'm a survivor trying to look out for other survivors, trying to
and
protect
I
them.
was taking care of
Waited
the
6
people
months
who
to
lost
get here today.
3,000
6 months,
lives.
and
It's you can't handle the truth, isn't it? It's you can't handle the truth.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
here today.
3,000
6 months,
lives.
and
Don't ask me any questions. 9/11. The consequences is she don't like it, man. She don't like having to be even engaged. That's the sort of the crumbling entitlement.
now you're being
At World
defiant
Trade
and
Center.
indignant today.
You asked me
I have
about
met
Howard
with Epstein
Lutnick.
survivors. I'm a survivor myself. You have emails. You've denied that Jeffrey Epstein, that you tried to get Jeffrey Epstein to give money to you.
I did
but
not.
Howard Lutnick was
If you
used
have
to
an
get
email
money.
with me asking Jeffrey
I
Epstein
have
for
an
money,
email from Howard Lutnick sending it to Jeffrey Epstein and his people to raise money for
I don't
you
know about-
for an event, an intimate event for you at his offices
Well,
at Cantor Fitzgerald. You're
look,
going to sit
if
here
you-
today
if you would
and,
let me
and,
finish.
and obfuscate and say to this committee, you didn't try to get money from Jeffrey
I
Epstein
didn't.
when
I
there was an
didn't.
intimate event in an email that Howard Lutnick emailed to Epstein's people and Epstein to get him to come to your intimate event.
You don't have to overhaul your whole life in 2026. Start with simple swaps like upgrading the snacks in your pantry to ones with real ingredients like masa. It's the easiest way to eat clean without feeling like you're on a diet. You don't want to eat 10 million ingredients all synthesized, some stinking gloop that's going to poison you anyway. Eat sensibly and enjoy these masa snacks. Masa's chips contain just 3 ingredients: organic nixtamalized corn, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow. That's it. No seed oils, no mystery chemicals, just real food. These chips don't only avoid all the bad stuff, they taste incredible too. Oh my word, that's delicious. There's a reason Sprouts Farmers Market picked them up nationwide. This is the real deal. Snacking on Masa chips is nothing like eating regular chips. With Masa, you feel satisfied, light, and energetic, with no crash, bloat, or gross, sluggish feeling afterwards. And because these chips are made with real food, they're more satiating, so you won't find yourself uncontrollably binging and still feeling hungry afterwards. Personally, my favourite flavour of Masa is blue. Ready to give Masa a try? Go to masachips.com. Stay free and use the Stay Free code to get 25% off your first order. Simply click the link in the video description. Here's Hillary Clinton quizzed on Pizzagate, which up till recently we were invited to consider as a rather baroque and ridiculous conspiracy theory, but now increasingly looks like a lexicon, a code used to mask more nefarious activity. Certainly some of the emails that have been made public seem to directly be referring to stuff that would have to be sexual. I mean, do you remember when you saw Ian Carroll and Tucker that time talking about, now that you've got this Viagra, you'll be able to enjoy more pizza? Stuff that seemed pretty much like, well, I don't see why you need to have an erection to eat pizza. I'm just happy to nibble the corners. I don't like to balance it on a phallus.
You described Pizzagate as a baseless conspiracy theory, alleging you and others ran a child sex trafficking ring from a Washington pizzeria basement. Have you reviewed any 2025-2026 Epstein files that were released that you believe reference or relate to those specific 2016 claims regarding the Podesta emails, Comet Ping Pong Pizza used as code possibly?
I'm sorry, does
You're
this
asking
relate?
her about whether she's reviewed emails in the Epstein files which relate to the wacky Pizzagate scandal.
You could characterize it however you want. I just would like to know if she's familiar with any of them.
So excuse me, your question is about whether or not she has reviewed any emails in the Epstein release files about Pizzagate.
Correct.
Pizzagate was totally made up. It was an outrageous allegation that ended up hurting a number of people, that caused a deranged young man to show up with his assault rifle and shoot up a local pizzeria. I can't believe you're even referencing it. You should be.
Remember that it's a matter of public record and fact that Julian Assange's WikiLeaks exposed the level of corruption, in particular within the Hillary Clinton campaign, that they misappropriated funds in order to spy on Trump, who was campaigning against her at that time. There's all manner of completely legitimate, inverted commas, non-wacky, financially oriented, plainly politically motivated corruption. That's all a matter of fact. In a sense, I wonder if some of this murkies or muddies the water a little, because as the great Whitney Webb, who's done more research on Epstein Island than anyone that I know of, says, some of these things are difficult to corroborate until you can say, is Hillary Clinton like fully at it with a frazzle drip or down in the adrenochrome straight from the horse's mouth, as it were. You know, it's difficult, but I'll tell you, this is a new era that we've entered into, and I wouldn't be surprised if in a very short time, indeed, we start to see escalating crises in order to legitimise control and authority, because I don't think this is a sustainable level of doubt in figures of authority. It's one thing to be looking back at Martin Luther King 50 years down the line and going, oh, wow, that guy committed adultery, or, you know, I don't know, questioning Reagan's mental capacity while still in office. But when it starts to sort of concertina collapse into Joe Biden was using an auto pen, don't trust Trump anymore, it's like, there's no room for faith. This system's, I would say, not sustainable. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments and chat. Thanks for watching the video. Have a look at this one over here, or join us Monday, Wednesday and Friday on Rumble.